Drop 4. Whoa! What kind of magic is this? Well, first of all, let's have some tea.
Yes.
This is actually some sorcery right here. Okay, your turn.
Hello, beauties. Welcome back to Beauty Within. As you guys can see, today we're going to be talking about the 4th drop of our online store.
Should we cheers?
Yeah.
Bing. Boink. That is bitter.
It's been in there for a while.
Yes.
So today we're super excited because we have 2 brands, well, like there's more than 2, but there's 2 brands that we've been talking so much about for the past years. The first is Dr.Wu, our favorite skincare brand from Taiwan. And there's also Sachajuan that was my favorite for my coarse and dry hair that I got Fel to try and she fell in love with. So we're super excited to be working with them as well. And
we have 2 new babies from Haruharu, but also from a brand that we see you've been loving is Beauty of Joseon. So a new addition in terms of a moisturizer, and it is beautiful. And then we also have some lifestyle drinks. One of our top viewed videos is the turmeric golden latte one where we do like 6 different drinks. So we thought, why not just bring on turmeric options for you guys to get a little bit of your skincare, but also self-care.
we also have masks.
We also have masks, yes, and a thumb cup. We're just like bringing all these extra things on because the selection has increased. But before we get into it, our merchandise.
Oh, yes.
Yes, which we haven't really talked a lot about, but we have our own like t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, caps, and Rowena personally wrote, like her handwriting is on the t-shirts and everything.
So we thought we'd run a little deal where if you guys spend $60 or more on any of the merch items, we'll give you guys a $10 gift card. Or if you guys spend $30 or more on merch, we'll give you guys a $5 gift card. All the details will be right here as well as down below.
Yes.
We don't have favorites, but I will say this specific drop is very near and dear to our heart because we were pretty laser focused on we really want these brands on our site.
Yeah.
How can we make it happen? And then we made it happen.
Let's just get into some of the products.
Ding! Let's start with this baby from Beauty of Joseon. So this Dynasty Cream has been their bread and butter. It actually feels like butter.
Yes.
And this is reformulated. So Beauty of Joseon, as you guys may know, they have a range of serums.
There's the green tea propolis, there's the snail mucin niacinamide, and there's also the honey and propolis. Yeah, and you guys have loved it, so we're expanding the product range because the moisturizer was one that we didn't have. Talking about key ingredients, anything you can think of that you love is in here. Tell them a little bit.
Seriously, so there's ginseng, there's rice bran water, there's niacinamide, there's honey extract, there's sodium hyaluronate, ceramides.
Yep.
All the things that are good for your skin is in here.
Yeah. It is like the smoothest consistency of a moisturizer, and it's not like your shea butter kind of feeling. It just like smooths and glides over the skin, so it really does give that glow look afterwards.
Oh my god, just look at the difference between my 2 hands.
Yeah, right? And I don't know what they specifically did with the reformulation, but they did repackage it. It used to be in that really cute,
Oh yeah, it looked like the actual,
like the fermentation pot
the
thing.
pots. Yes, the una
ongi.
in the ongi.
They like ferment kimchi and stuff.
Yes,
They do green
it's like
tea.
all in the K-dramas is where they have all like the soybean
Yeah.
paste soup, the soy sauce, all of those food things.
It's just synonymous to health. So this is health for the skin.
Next, moving on to Dr.Wu. This is a brand that I brought home from Taiwan maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And immediately fell in love with their Mandelic.
This one.
I love their hydration line. I got their brightening line with glutathione. If it's like a Taiwanese version of an X, Y, or Z brand, what would they be?
It's kind of like between the Ordinary and Decium, but a Taiwanese version.
Because it's
still
also kind of
clinical.
like La Roche-Posay.
Yeah, because it's drugstore,
Yeah.
but clinical. So for example, the Mandelic, this was actually before many people were even talking about chemical exfoliants, especially Mandelic acid. You know, like glycolic and lactic has always taken the highlight shining star. And when you gave this to me, it was the little one as well. I used it every day. And that was when I was like, holy crap, what is this brand? Okay, little brief intro into Mandelic acid. It is one of the more gentle of the chemical exfoliants family because of the molecular size, which means it won't irritate your skin as much, but does pretty much the same as a lactic acid or glycolic in just a more gentle way. So what I found with this was that it evened out like the hyperpigmentation. This was also back in the day where I had a lot of acne and a lot of hyperpigmentation. It didn't peel, there wasn't redness, and you only need a few drops because it is so watery.
And Mandelic's from
Almonds. Is that how you eat your almonds?
biting like a nutcracker. There's also a Mandelic Pore Refining Essence Toner. So compared to the serum, this has more active fighters. If you guys want to think of ingredients as like they're either soothing and comforting, like in here, we forgot to mention there's Centella asiatica as well as calendula. So those are both very calming ingredients. In here, there's of course the Mandelic acid. There is BHA, salicylic acid. There is tea tree. There's witch hazel, which are all ingredients that are amazing for people with more oily for more oily prone skin types. And this is even something that I would use because
Yeah, you were using it. To help even out kind of like that U zone versus T zone area.
Yes, the very stubborn blackhead area. It's like this landing pad right here.
For the aeroplane.
Yes.
And that's actually funny you mention it because I think salicylic acid is always talked about in terms of acne, but it can do so much for your blackheads and whiteheads because it's the only ingredient that can go down into the pore. You know, it's like oil soluble. So I think if you have problematic skin, if you have stubborn blackheads, whiteheads, large pores, this will be super effective. And especially if you want to even out, you know, oily versus dry patches because of the tea tree, which is also antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory.
In between the two Mandelics, between the two ferns, you have a niacinamide serum. So one of our best sellers, and it'll probably always be the Ordinary's niacinamide with zinc.
Yes.
So this one from Dr.Wu is niacinamide 10% with Panthenol 1%. And the texture of this is beautiful. It reminds me of Beauty of Joseon.
Oh yes!
The very soothing, refreshing, light serum. It comes out, it holds its form, but then you just blend it into your skin and it's like, there's no pull, it's not sticky, none of that. It's just the formulation is beautiful.
Slightly milky.
Yes.
So if you don't know about the wonders of niacinamide, first of all, where have you been? Kidding. But niacinamide is, you know, one of those superstar ingredients that can really help with, you know, building your skin barrier, to help with large pores. It's not going to be as effective as something like this for pores, so don't go in there thinking like, oh my gosh, it's going to be this small tomorrow. False. But also subtle brightening effects, evening out effects. It's just like, it does literally everything in a very gentle way.
And one thing that I just remembered is that Dr. Wu has the steps on the back of all of their products.
Yes.
For example, this is step 2 for toning. Of course, step 1 is cleansing, toning. There's your step 3, which is treatment. And this one, the Mandelic acid, is step S for special care.
Yes. Which is great. Because then it like reminds you that you don't necessarily need to use this every day. It's just whenever you need. So there is that. Okay, let's talk about this one.
Oh, this one was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I just haven't used it because skincare expires.
Yes.
So this one is the Glutalight Intense Whitening Lotion. When we say whitening, it's just subtly brightening. Yeah, but it's not like as intense as you think. Like you're not gonna put it on and you're gonna turn into Snow White.
It sounds way more intense than
it does.
actually
It's actually very nourishing and it's like nice and thick in texture. Blends nicely. It's like dense creams that I like.
Yeah, this lotion is actually thicker than like your standard lotion.
I think this is even thicker than the Dynasty cream.
It's a different finish.
Yeah.
Firmer when you blend it in.
Yeah, I would say it's the subtly brightening of your whole face. So it's not as targeted for, let's say, like my freckles, because I think if I want to line freckles or hyperpigmentation from sun damage, you'd probably use something like Mandelic, or even something that's like more heavy hitting, like a lactic or a glycolic acid, or even, you know, BHA,
In your serum
AHAs.
stuff.
Yes. And then for this, it's more of just like it helps your whole complexion brighten up. And then there's this. I'm gonna let you do the honors because this is your favorite. I've repurchased this so many times for you, as well as like our teammates. Take it away. The Maldo, it's like Waldo Maldo, the Maldo Gentle Cleansing Milk.
Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo? For
It's right
dehydrated
here.
and stressed skin. Amazing.
It's quite a younger kind of packaging compared to their more clinical ones, which
Yeah.
really stood out. But anyway, that aside, it's about the product, right? Yes.
It's about what's inside.
Yes, this is a milk cleanser, which means it's really suitable for dehydrated and dry skin, but that also means it's very suitable for basically anyone who wants a very gentle cleanse,
Yes.
where it's like, you know, the CROs, you wash it off and your pH level is undisturbed. Yes. It's not disrupted, which means you maintain that healthy skin barrier, which means that anything you put on and when you go outside and do your thing called life, it's not going to be irritated. It acts as your step 1 and step 2 of double cleansing because it's got the oils. It's kind of like the ordinary squalane cleanser,
Yeah.
where you can use it as a 1-step,
Yes.
2-in-1. So this, on top of that, has the wonders of oat,
Oh.
the healing properties of oat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Well, I don't know. Oat's just awesome, right?
Yeah.
As an ex-mom.
Period.
Yeah. I remember when, you know, we try a lot of products and I think I was using like benzoyl peroxide and it really like gave me a rash. It was so bad where I felt like every waking second I had a terrarium of fire ants on my face. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And it was the oat that really healed it. Yeah, so those are our 2 milk cleansers.
Kalalalan.
Let's talk about masks.
A ding 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 A B C.
Okay, so the
It's
reason-
just 1, 2, 3.
Why we tried this is because I think the concept is really cool. Like, it focuses on vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C. So this one, it has the ethyl ascorbic acid, which is a derivative of vitamin C. It's got kiwi liquid, and kiwi is known for its
Enzymes.
enzymes. Yes, to break
Yeah.
down dead skin.
Do you know you can put kiwi with beef to marinate it? The enzymes can break down
And
the
pineapple.
Yeah.
And it makes it so soft. That's how the Korean barbecues do it. And licorice extract. So licorice is always in there with like brightening formulations.
And then here we have the vitamin B, which targets dehydrated skin. So in here, of course, there's vitamin B3, which is niacinamide. There's vitamin B5, which is Panthenol. And there's also the Haircare GL. I think Dr. Wu does a really good job at formulating and discovering their own ingredients and trademarking them. So this ingredient is very similar to hyaluronic acid, where it attracts and retains moisture in all the different layers of your skin. And last, we have the vitamin A mask.
Yes, so vitamin A, the specific form it has is the vitamin A palmitate. So it's much more user-friendly, way more gentle than your kind of retinoic acid or even just retinol. It's like beginner's kind of vitamin A.
And I think all of these have the sustained release encapsulation technology.
Yes,
SRET.
yes.
Sweet.
Sweet. But anyway, microencapsulation just makes it way easier for really sensitive skin to enjoy any ingredient. Yeah, because it's a slow release. Pew pew. Let's talk about Haru.
Oh yes! So we're both pretty surprised and shocked and just bewildered when, after we made our Haru versus Seoris video, both brands came out with products that were like, I just wish Seoris would come out with a thicker cream.
Yes.
I just wish Haru would come out with a gel cleanser. And then
Lo
here
and
we are.
behold. So that's cool. They definitely didn't listen to us.
Because it takes years to formulate something, so I think it was just timing. We just had really good timing.
Yes, and we're going to continue thinking it was us, so thanks for listening, guys. So what Haru has, we don't have it on the table because it's actually at home being used. They have a new cleansing oil and a gel cleanser.
From the black
the
rice
black
line.
rice line. Oh my god, oh my god.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did the cleansers live up to your expectations?
Yes and no, but I'm gonna explain why. So let's talk about the oil first. Two things, it has 9 ingredients and it's fragrance free. What I found with the cleansing oil is it's super nourishing. However, it won't take away makeup as well as balms. Maybe because I haven't used cleansing oils in a really long time.
And I also feel like you use waterproof mascara.
Yeah.
You love waterproof mascara.
Yes, I won't live without it. But I found with cleansing balms, it does way better at breaking down like really tough eyeliner and that sort of makeup.
There is a workaround that though. So for me, regardless of what cleanser I'm using, oil, cream, milky, whatever, I do like to take off my eye makeup.
Oh, the dual stuff.
Yeah, either the dual face or I've been using this one that we got from Mediheal. It's just like a little pad, like a pre-soak pad that I just put it on, take it off, and then the cleansing oil can do the job for like the rest of my face.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it takes off foundation and everything well, right?
Yeah.
It's just the waterproof makeup, like the black
Yes.
eyeliner. And for Haru's cleansing gel, this gel is like beautiful. The texture is amazing. It's when you think of what you want a gel cleanser to be, that is it. And a lot of the ingredients that are in there is in all the other products as well within the black rice line with the Panax ginseng, aspergillus, and then there's the Tros Halos, there's the rice bran water.
Yes. It's like a clear gel, doesn't smell like anything.
Doesn't it remind you of Peach and Lily's?
Oh yeah.
That one's clear too.
The peach and lily is a little bit like moussey compared to this clear gel.
And how would you say the Haruharu is different from the other gel cleansers that we love?
I think it all comes down to how the ingredients work. So like compared to the peach and lily, right, that has chamomile, so it's very soothing, but it's not going to be like brightening per se. But with this cleanser, it's got some sort of brightening quality because of the rice bran. And it's once again not going to be like, shing, I am bright. Does a little something.
Yes. Moving on to Sachajuan.
Yes.
So Sachajuan's a brand that I found maybe 3-4 years ago when I was just looking for a new shampoo and conditioner because I think, I don't know, I just grew up using like the Dove or like the Pantene or like the herbal essence.
Yes.
Ooh, the yellow one smelled so good.
Yes.
Just all fragrance, just
Yes.
straight up like fragrance bomb.
Oh my God, it was so good.
So I came across this as a like, oh, this looks so beautiful. The packaging looks so minimal. I haven't really heard much about this brand. There weren't as many reviews about this, but I was just like, I'm just gonna try it out. This one is the scalp conditioning shampoo and conditioner, which is for Fel, and she'll talk about this later. I got the Intense Moisture Repair.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the right name, but it's at home. It's very well loved. I'm on my 3rd bottle set of it. And guys, I have very thick, coarse, unruly hair. And this, with their ocean technology, it soothes my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the shampoo, with the conditioner, just coming out of it and using the styling cream, let my hair air dry, and it will be straight. Not like pin straight, but it's like straight
for
enough
you.
where I can leave the home without looking like Hagrid.
Good one. Like the way that you feel about that, I know there is no exaggeration. If anything, it's underselling it. Even though we're so excited.
This is just,
Oh my God, yeah.
talk about your
So,
scalp.
First of all, I went through this process of like, the shampoo, it's very clean.
The first day she used it, she came back to the office. She was like, bro, I don't know how I feel about this. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay. In my mind, I was like, just keep trying it, keep
Yeah.
using it.
And then I did and didn't think too much. I didn't look at the ingredients because I want to just like use it as a kind of a consumer, right? After the shampoo, it was like very clean feeling, which I wasn't used to, right? And I was like, is it drying it out? But then when I step out of the shower and dry my hair, do everything, it doesn't feel dry because then, you know, pairing it with this. And then I realized out of nowhere, it systematically changed the health of my scalp where I had no more dandruff and flaky itchiness. I didn't even have to shower and wash my hair as often because it rebalanced the oil production and it was clean, but without it being dry.
See, it is that process we're just talking about. Your scalp was just adjusting to it.
It was really weird because when I washed, it felt like that squeaky clean.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it too drying? But it like changed the DNA of my scalp. So now, this might be TMI, but like if I don't wash my hair after one day, it's oily in the roots and I start flaking like no tomorrow.
I can attest.
Right? It's like snowflakes on the shoulder. It gets pretty bad depending on the season. You know, in the winter, I get this like dryness here. But now I can go like 2 days and it still looks fresh. It doesn't have like nasty scalp smell, which is so important. So this has got rosemary oil, ginger extract, and the smell. What does yours smell like?
It smells like the ocean.
Oh. Yes, this smells like, I don't know. What
Yours is a bit more,
Is it ginger?
yeah,
I smell
it's
a little
kinda-
bit of
it's
ginger.
It's like ginger beer.
Yeah, but it's like very subtle. It doesn't leave your hair smelling like, you know, Pantene Pro Herbal Essence.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for some scalp changing, life altering shampoo, like holy crap.
So we went through the foundation, washing your hair after we get out of the shower. There's a few more products that we have. So this one is a styling cream. I absolutely love this. This is their volume powder, which is also known as the dry powder shampoo. And we also have this hair paste. So the styling cream, again, it just is a cream that's more like a clearest gel that you put onto your hair when it's still damp. So after I get out of the shower, I'll dry it with like the Aqueous hair wrap. So it's like naturally drying it, and then I'll run this through my hair, maybe like a dime size. It just helps straighten everything out, like a soft,
Tame it.
yeah, soft, subtle straightening, but not like the color wow, like pin straight. Yeah.
And what I found this also helps with is like for my straight hair, because we have different hair types, right? But what it does for my hair is that it keeps the curl if I curl it for longer on the next day, but it also protects, you know, the shafts of the hair if you're going to be blow drying it, if you're going to be straightening it. And the cool thing is none of their styling products are sticky. And the key to that is actually applying it when your hair is damp.
Yes.
If your hair goes a little bit too dry, a lot of the products that you use will kind of leave a residue. So apply products on damp hair. And then this one, which is also known as the dry powder shampoo. Oh. Okay, so
Just look at how beat this thing is.
I take it everywhere with me. Okay, so how I found the like life-changing benefits was because I ran out of dry shampoo and I was like, I thought this was just a volumizing powder, shot it into the root, and I'm like, wait a second. Are you telling me you volumize and you're a dry shampoo and you just like change the anatomy of my scalp? This is not okay. This is too much for my brain to handle. And sometimes with volumizing products, it can be sticky or it's waxy and it leaves residue in the scalp, and then my scalp is itchy and then it adds into the dandruff. But this is like a 2-in-1. It's a powder-based spray that creates the volume, but also somehow acts as the best dry shampoo ever.
You know what's funny? When we're younger, when we learned about teasing our hair,
Yeah.
like flipping it and then teasing it,
Yeah.
I would do that and I look in the mirror and be like, why would anyone want to do that? And I just
Meanwhile,
realized
here I am, like-
different hair types.
In order for me to get just like what she does in 5 minutes to like put together just a like casual pony, yeah, like I need to put in some texture spray, I need to put in hair mousse, I need to like curl it a little and then like take the tendrils out. But anyway, otherwise it would just be like egg. Like there is no volume.
And this last hair paste, as we just mentioned, this is great for if you have any flyaways or if you want that slick look,
Oh,
you
the
know,
slick
like
pony.
the slick pony that you just want to like,
Yeah.
this would be great for that.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes when you put your hair in a pony, your hairs are just like, hee hee hee.
Yeah. And
So
you're
just
going for the
slicking it.
sleek look, but you just look kind of like a bald man in a ponytail.
It's like an egg with a couple of hairs. Because the thing I hate hairspray, it's like when it turns crunchy. I used to dance, so on dancing, it's like,
And then your whole head is just like.
it's like a helmet. Yeah, so this is soft hold.
So there's that. Okay, so to end it on some beverages, some holistic internal health, you guys really love the golden turmeric latte. Like, it's just one of those delicious drinks. So turmeric is really great if you have inflammation in terms of like acne, kind of like aids from within. And anytime you have turmeric, you want black pepper with it because the pepperin works with the curcumin to help with all the health benefits.
It allows your body to absorb the turmeric and all of its health benefits better.
Yeah, and retain. So we have two types depending on how you like using it. This is the Turmeric Classic Latte Mix Golden Milk Powder. So basically all you have to do is either get 1 or 2 teaspoons, depending on how potent you want the turmeric, and then froth some milk, or even add like hot water to make a drink. You can even add that into smoothies. This is delicious with maple syrup.
So good.
Oh
So
my
good.
God.
And this is just a little sachet form.
Yes, this is a chai latte turmeric form. And this honestly is also delicious because it's got a little bit of ginger and it's got coconut milk. So if you're gonna add this with water, you might look at it and be like, this is a little watery. But if you add a little bit of maple syrup, and because it's got coconut milk, when you drink it, you're like, wait a second, this is delicious.
The only thing I would say, this is a very personal thing, but I know some people feel strongly about it too. There is stevia. I personally don't like the aftertaste of stevia, but just letting you guys know that it is there if you're in the same support group as I am.
Yes. Oh, this also has a little bit of black tea. So it's got raw cane sugar, the stevia, black tea, ginger, tea spices, and the coconut milk powder. So it's a milk alternative. If you're lactose intolerant, this will still work for you. And you just put the whole sachet into your cup and it's easy. You just boil water or milk. So those are the two options. And we also have some cupware that we never ended up mentioning. We've had it for a while now, but these are the cup and saucer. It comes in a set of 2, so whether it's your significant other,
Or your best friend.
or your mom or dad.
Or for yourself because you're clumsy and you need a set of 2 things of everything.
Yes! One in the bedroom and one in the kitchen. One in the living room, one in the toilet. I'm
One
just
on
kidding.
your head.
Yeah. But they're like the most adorable cups ever. Oh my God, you just can't complain about the shape.
And imagine drinking the lotus blooming flower or any of those blooming flowers in this cup.
So that's that. And then we thought we'd like look into some indie ceramics, and they make it in Brooklyn, which is cool because we're based in New York, and it's the thumb cup.
Yeah.
So it's clay, it's like thrown by hand. They're all a little bit different. There's slight speckling on it. It's kind of like Japanese pottery vibes, and it's like
Wabi-sabi.
ergonomic. Yes, wabi-sabi!
Wabi-sabi vibes.
Perfectly imperfect.
So this is something we're trying with the shop where we're hoping to eventually turn the shop curation beyond just skincare and these healthcare products to maybe even be a marketplace where you guys can find these more local artisanal
Yeah.
brands or just people who are making cool products like this.
Yeah. To support small businesses as well. And we're like, it would be cool if it was every month, it was a revolving thing. So you come on and there's like always new stuff, but that's a lot of work. We have to think about this.
Slowly working our way up there.
Yeah, so this one is kind of like a thumb mug. There's a dent here and you put your thumb, you rest your thumb in here and you just drink like this. Or you can go double thumb.
There's still so much how.
Oh my God.
Gravity. Gravity.
Cerebralis. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So Vahdam, which is the brand that does the turmeric, also has this cool concoction. It is a tea dispenser where instead of pouring it like a noob, like a peasant, it does all the work for you. And under here, there's a latch and you just hover over any cup and it just dispenses from the bottom. Never again will you have
gravity.
spillage. Yeah.
It's the little things in life.
Like if you took this out and you had friends over and you're like, yeah, like how was your weekend? Psh,
everyone will be like,
what just happened? Okay, so that about rounds up our new and latest drops.
yes.
So just a reminder, we do have the promo that starts today for our merch because, you know, we wear the long sleeve 2 million. And that was like our beauty within school.
Class of 2 win.
Yes. And, you know, it's more than skin deep, obviously, because it's mind, body, and soul. That's what the meaning represents. And all the details for the promo will be in the description box. Hope you guys can rock the merch and show us what you got And what's something that stood out to you this week?
I relearned the power of our mind. So when something happens to you, or if I'm unhappy, or if I want to get mad, or if I want to do something, I realize if you just shift your perspective, or if you just shift your mindset, one small shift in perspective can change like the next 5 hours. You can go from feeling so angry and so like, oh my God, woe is me, why is everyone out to get me? And as soon as I flip it to be like, wait, I don't think they're out to get me. Like, let me just communicate what I want and then see where that goes. And as soon as I communicate that, the other party would be like, oh yeah, let's do that. I'm like, great, move on with my life.
So what would be the first 3 steps when you're like in a funk, you can't get yourself out of this like mood? What should be 3 things?
Take a step back, take a deep breath, first step. If you're like mentally take a step back and mentally take a step, or you
Like,
can physically do it too. Yeah, just be like,
now let me rationalize my thoughts. Okay, so that's step 1. And then
step 2, why? Why am I mad? Right? Because I think a lot of times like, I'm mad because I'm mad and I deserve to be mad, which sometimes it's true, right? But even then I tell myself, okay, if you're gonna be mad, then like nothing's gonna get solved.
Yeah.
Because a mad person talking to a normal person or a mad person talking to a mad person is not gonna go anywhere.
it's true. And you know what I think is really important? It's like I think we struggle expressing ourselves sometimes. It's like, okay, so we're angry, but under anger, there's like 50 different feelings that it could be, right? It could be shame, guilt, like frustration,
hurt, pain.
Yeah, you felt wronged, whatever it is. And it's so important to pinpoint exactly what it is for yourself
Or
to
try
understand.
to understand, like, oh, it could be because of this, or it could be because of that. And then the third step, I think we do this thing as humans, we think through things and we're just like, oh, I understand now, so that's the end of the story. But we forget to tell other people or like tell the people we may be upset at. So the third part is just to kindly be like, hey, this happened, you said this, or I said this, and you reacted this way, and it made me feel this way.
Resolution.
Yeah, and then 9 out of 10 times, the person next to you will be like, oh, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant.
Yes.
This is actually my intentions. And you'll be like, oh, great, had I just sat there and got mad at you for like, I don't know, gave you the cold shoulder, which is like so, it takes more energy and effort to be passively aggressive and to give someone the cold shoulder than to just be like, yo, let's talk about it. And sometimes the time between step 2 and 3, it's like, there will be some time.
Or even 1 and 2.
Because you need to process.
Communication.
Ding. Thank you so much for watching this episode.
Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like,
Make sure you ding the notification bell
and follow us on our IGs,
our personal ones as well.
and
And we'll see you guys in the next episode.